Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 12th through the 18th. This is a week where you may find yourself called on to mentor, to teach, to help, to guide in some way. It could be a family member that contacts you looking for some advice, or maybe you actually are a teacher, or you are training somebody at work. Something where your expert, your knowledge, your expertise is going to be asked of you, and you're being asked to be open and willing to share this information. So let's get into what the rest of this is about for you. But we have here the cards of contact and knowledge. Contact and knowledge, this is about connecting in with somebody. This is also connecting in with your truth and your authenticity. But you have the card of knowledge, which this one is definitely about sharing out your wisdom and knowledge. So there's definitely something that you're going to be asked to demonstrate, to explain, to address somebody else's concern. This is about you stepping into your power and your wisdom. You are being asked to let your light shine out there. This is a card that definitely has that solar plexus energy all lit up, and the overall energy is the sun. And so it's definitely about you being willing to shine, also shining your light of wisdom and knowledge. So I feel like you're going to be elevated by this process. That in the process of you helping others, there's a benefit that comes back to you. So when someone's asking you for some help on something, even though you may be very, very busy, say you're at work and you're up against a deadline and you have a lot of things going on, and someone comes in and says, do you mind helping me with this? Try to find the moment, the pause to say, okay, wait, hold on, let me just wrap this up. I'll be right with you, and then help them, because I feel like the response that you give, you're laying a groundwork for something. Either they are able there to help you in the future when you need something, or you get the credit for it down the line in some way. In some way, it's very beneficial to you, and it opens up a sense of it feels like a flow of abundance toward you in reciprocal fashion, maybe not necessarily immediately seen. So it may be something that comes along later. So in the area of the key to the situation this week, the key to the situation for you this week, you have this card of the coffin, the transformation. But to look at this fully, this is in the heart center. And I just want to show you. First we have the winter, like the frozen and the cold, and then we have the tomb, and then we have the spring energy. So this is very much feels like you are coming back to life. You are stepping back into the sunlight. You are moving forward on something. It feels like there's been a transformation you've been going through. This does not have it's not closed. And so I almost feel like the key is, are you willing to step out and show the world how you've changed in some way? So maybe you've been really sick and this week you start to feel better. Or maybe you've been buried at work and you're like, I just can't anybody. And this week you're like, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It feels like a light at the end of the tunnel energy, as opposed to many, many other things that this could represent. So for me, this just feels like the key is you are going to be able to lift your head up and look around and see what else is going on out there. That's the kind of energy it feels like. And so I think that there is a completion of a cycle, an end of something, a big project at work, or you've been trying to get everything together for people, or you are in a healing process and you're in the last stages of it. It may have been that you've gone through a really difficult, Leo went through a difficult summer, and now you're like, okay, yeah, but now I'm starting to see things change and shift. And we're coming up on the equinox. And the equinox is actually next week, but it's the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. But at that time, the sun actually it will disappear in some parts of the world. They won't see it for 3 days. And so this is what it feels like. It's like the resurrection when the sun starts to come up again, like the dawn is breaking. And here we have the sun out here asking you to shine. So the energy to anchor into is this completing a cycle. It's the harvesting of something. So it is a conclusion to something that needs to be concluded, that has had you feeling like my energy is depleted, almost frozen, I'm exhausted, and I just need to rest. And so whatever this is in your heart space, you're looking really beautiful by the end of the week. This is that chatty, social, interactive energy of your heart literally singing and enjoying people's company. So whatever this is, you've really gone through something. For some of you, this could be a financial healing. For others, it could be a healing in a relationship. It could also be that something happened and you've had to heal from it, whether it was emotionally, physically, psychologically, something, financially, because we have the card of healing in the area of your resources. And so for some of you, maybe the money is finally starting to come back in. The area in which you have the obstacle is the area of resources, the fish. Okay, so this is this house up here. It's been blocked, but here we now have the card of healing showing up. And so wherever your energy, and energy is your time, it is your resources, it's financial, it's emotional, wherever your resources have been feeling blocked up and stagnant, frozen in place, there's a healing energy coming through, the springing energy. So I feel like this is going to be a really good week where it feels like a big turning point for you. In the area of trying to gather information, it's like you're standing there guard waiting for it to come in. I do again want to caution you that this is a week where you'll want to share your knowledge and wisdom with others if at all possible. This allows you to create security. The anchor card is in the action to take. And so this is anchoring down into the energy that allows you to feel stable and secure. And I think for some of you, it could just be literally you're finally feeling better after not feeling well, either physically or emotionally. You could just be like really drained and like you're starting to feel better. For others of you, it could be a financial opportunity that shows its face and allows you to to step up. We do have the sun card for the overall energy, and we have the moon card. Let me try that one more time. The moon is in Leo as we start the week, and so I think that also helps to generate that energy of like, I'm coming to life, I'm figuring this out, I'm coming up out of this deep dark time, and so that's really beautiful energy for you. I do want to, I'm going to go through the different aspects and we're going to clarify this reading a little bit. But I want to invite you to check out, if you haven't, your 2023 sneak peek ahead video that came out, I don't know, maybe last week for you. And so that's available. I will link that right over here at the end of this video. So you have here, look, this is your card. I mean, this really looks like your card with that lion on there, right? It's called sexual wisdom, though. And so it's also very Scorpio energy. So this tunnel of transformation. So for some of you, you've learned something about how to use your Kundalini energy. And your Kundalini energy, yes, can be for sex and passion that way, but it can also be the energy where we rise back up and we rise to meet a challenge and we step forward with confidence and grace in many areas of our lives. And a lot of people will use the art of raising their Kundalini energy in order to feel more vitality in all of the aspects of their life. So I feel like your vitality is coming back, and it's coming back through the truth be told. So here where you have been seeking knowledge and wisdom and information, I do think that you get some. You are being asked also to share, truth be told, to share, right? We have this card of knowledge where you're being asked to share out what you know. I totally missed showing you in the card of transformation, how do you transform your energy? we have this very balanced card here of the little girl gathering the eggs. And so to me, this always carries Six of Pentacles energy. It's like the low-hanging fruit. It's the balancing of, you know, they feed the chicken gives them eggs, that feeds them. They feed the chicken gives them eggs, they sell them, they can buy the food, they can, you know, for the feed for the chicken. And it just makes this energy of giving and taking in balance. And so this truth be told, I feel like you get some information that you need, but you're also being asked to share information that someone else needs. It definitely feels like a flowing through in the energy realm of information this week. It really feels that way. Okay, we'll take those two. That never happens. Oh, those three. All right, so, wow. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at this. You have the bobcat really carrying your energy there, Leo. It says life is a mystery. So, yes, you've been seeking information, but that flew, right? That left the table. And so I think you figure out some stuff this week. And you also help others to clarify a little on the mystery, right? The tomb also is about mystery. Sexual wisdom is about not revealing everything all at once. For those of you who are getting into a new relationship, slow and steady, right? Don't give it all away. You know, have them come back and look for a little more. The other cards, know your worth. So if you are going in and you're asking for a raise or something, make sure that you highlight, maybe that's who you share the knowledge with is your boss. Like, these are all the things I've done. This is how I contribute. And know your worth says, you know, to ask for what you deserve to bring things back into balance. If you've been giving more of your time than you've been receiving back in some energetic form. So we can give our time and we can expect to get back financial reward at times, right? Sometimes we get back rewards in other ways, but there should be a balancing, a flowing of energy. That's why when you're watching these videos, for anybody, you should be hitting that thumbs up and leaving comments, because you're gaining, you're taking energy, right? We're giving energy. We're describing things to you. We're explaining what Spirit's bringing to us. And so you can feed our energy back so that we don't become depleted by hitting the thumbs up and leaving a comment. That's why we always ask for that. YouTube analytics then helps promote our video. It's a big energetic exchange that goes on. And so just the same way when someone helps you and you say thank you and you show your gratitude in that way, and it's exchange. When someone comes to you and they ask you for help and you give it to them, you expect them to say thank you. And so I feel like at work there's a situation where you haven't been, it's out of balance, and maybe it's been out of balance because you've been giving way too much and not getting enough back. And then there could be a situation where the energy that you put in now, that you feed in, it's almost like priming the pump, it comes back. So the Kundalini energy is always about bringing stuff up from the depths. And so there is a little bit of a priming of the pump that comes in, but there's also knowing when to let go. So if you are not getting what you need out of a situation, whether that's a relationship or work situation, or you know, sometimes even a family situation, like, oh my gosh, every time I talk to that family member at the holidays, they make me crazy. Don't talk to them anymore. Like, you don't have to, because you have this card of the scythe, the harvesting, the completing the cycle, and letting something go, and the groundhog spirit, which says it's time to let go. So for sure, there is a major completion of some kind here with this transformation card. Here is the cycle. So you may be leaving a job, you may be leaving a relationship, you may be leaving an attitude behind. There's a big shift, a big change, a big stepping up. It feels like a evolution, elevation when the sun is shining here. And so I think that this is something that, considering that we have the healing and the joy in your heart going on in the future, I think for you, you'll be like, yeah, no, that was the right move. That was so totally the right move. Maybe I should have done that before. So don't beat yourself up about having delayed. Maybe you just weren't ready. That happens a lot. Wow, you have the card of the dancer, and this one's sneaking out and wants to come too. Oh, this one does too. Let's see what we got. All right, so these two I've seen before, and I think they came out as a pair for someone else, and I can't remember because I've recorded on different days. But the humorist says the refreshing joy, exhilaration, and skills learned from creative play and laughter are their own reward and can help you solve problems. So I want to say, whistle while you work kind of energy, right? The more you enjoy what you're doing, the easier it is to find the solutions to the problems. And the free spirit says you can only change yourself. Now is time to unleash your free spirit and try not to blend in and be the same as everyone else. There is a definite completing of a cycle. But this, the first one, the dancer. You must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic life of quality and meaning. Old souls dance is unending. So there's a completion of a cycle that sets you free on a path that has a lot more healing and joy and fun in it. It is an action you have to take. I almost feel like you have to anchor down into the knowledge and the wisdom of who you are and what is authentic and true for you this week. And that creates a sense of stability for you moving forward in some way or the other. So this is a very interesting reading. I'm on Facebook every day, Leo, if you'd like to come over and join me there. And at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. every Sunday night, I premiere a video and we do a live chat. And so it's about the overall energy for the week, and it builds community, and it's just kind of like a little 30, 40 minutes of social time. So if you'd like to join us, I'd love to have you there. You guys have a great week. Be true to yourself and reach out and help somebody. I think it payoffs is pretty good. All right, take care.